Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You got your boys here, Lanny and Bert, the Dividend Diplomats. I'm going to release right here, right now, my watch list that has 3 dividend stocks, huge ones too. Aristocrats, Kings are on this list. We're going to see what stocks I am watching for the rest of April.
Guys, smash that subscribe button. Give us a nice thumbs up. We've been telling you guys and asking you guys to do this each and every video. We are almost at what 18.7 right now.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
get the
climbing.
top to our 19,000. We're just trying to get to 20,000 by the end of the year, guys. So let's make it happen.
Yeah,
Help me, help you, help us.
that TKO video really gave us the bump. Kidding, we're just kidding, everybody. All right. So what are we doing here today? I'm going to run 3 companies through our stock screener, which has 3 metrics: PE ratio, payout ratio, history of increasing dividends, and that bonus metric, the dividend yield. So what's been interesting this year, I focused a lot on companies that are in my portfolio. So I've talked about a lot of companies that are kind of the same here because I've been buying them. I've been adding to my positions. On this watch list of these 3 companies, only 2 of them are going to be in my portfolio. I'm challenging myself to at least find one new stock every month that I really want to add to my watch list and see if it's worth building a new position. So you'll see that one featured here too.
Hey, 3 stocks, 3 different industries, guys. We all know that it's been a little interesting the last week and a half to 2 weeks with the market trending downwards because of the hotter than expected inflation that is still occurring. Inflation is normal, but when it's still hotter than anticipated, annualizing anywhere from 3.5 to 6% for the year is not a good sign. Rates will be remaining higher for longer, especially if you caught our Monday video. REITs in particular are getting hit hard because of that. So we actually featured 2 on that video. And Bert, I know for damn well one of these stocks is getting pummeled a little bit because of just that same reason.
Yeah, so let's talk through the 3 companies. We're going to share the 3 companies and we're just going to get right into it and start running them through the numbers. We'll do all 3, talking about each metric here just to see how they stack up. Company number 1, T. Rowe Price, ticker symbol TROW. It's one of the stocks we own. 2, Medtronic, ticker symbol MDT. We had been building up that position in my wife's portfolio for about a year and a half now. Number 3, ABM Industries, ticker symbol ABM. They are the only dividend king on this list, and it's one that I've always watched, I've always monitored, never bought, but maybe now is the time to start considering building that position in ABM.
3 dividend aristocrats and only 1 king, guys. So these are a pretty good company here, a pretty good trifecta stock list. But yeah, Bert, let's hit them with the sweet chin price to earnings ratio metric.
Yeah, prices are all as of April 19th, 2020. T. Rowe Price is 108.73, forward earnings 836 at the PE ratio of 12. Lanny, what's Medtronics looking like?
Oof, Medtronic 79.48 and projected earnings 520 with a 15.3 PE. But Bert, T. Rose is a 13 PE,
Yeah,
not
I
12.
know. I was about to say I just missed. I was going to come back to that editor's note. I misspoke. It's 13, not 12. ABM price 44.32, earnings per share 340. P ratio. Get it right this time. 13. There we go. That's how you say it correctly.
So 13, 15, 13 on the PE ratios. Let's get into the dividend payout ratio, guys. T. Rowe Price, do they still shine in the payout ratio department? Given this slight compression downwards in earnings, they pay an annual dividend now, broken over 4 quarters, but $4.96. So they are at the top of our preferred threshold, right at 59.33%.
Yeah, Medtronic's dividends 276. That gives it a payout ratio of 53%.
Oof,
Yeah.
nice. ABM, guys, and a little bit of background to an ABM. Just go park somewhere and you might find ABM. But 0.9 is their dividend over the course of the year. The best payout ratio, at least the safest payout ratio, we'll say 26.5%.
Yeah, so it's the lowest. All of them pass that metric. Moving to the 5-year dividend growth rate. T. Rowe's 5-year dividend growth rate's 11.37, and they've increased that dividend for 37 plus years. So yes, they are a dividend aristocrat.
Gotta love talking about Aristocrats here, guys. MDT, 45 years, a few years away from the dividend king, guys, climbing that ladder. Time will take them. They'll get it there. There's no doubt there. Average rate is 6.65%, so very solid for MDT.
Yeah, we've already said ABM's a king. They've increased it for 57 years. Their 5-year dividend growth rate is 4.62%. So not bad, but
Interesting.
lowest of the group, T Rowe obviously the highest at 11.37. Their recent dividend increases have not met the average. They've been much lower, while Medtronic's just kind of steady Eddie right down the middle.
So dividend yield time, guys. T Rowe price. Now that they're flat year to date, down 3% since last year. The yield is still hanging over 4.5% at 4.56%. Bert, are you buying some more of these shares?
Maybe that's what's looking interesting here. Medtronic's yield is 3.47%. And I'll just say it here. ABM's the lowest by far at 2.03% of the group.
Which is interesting because they have the lowest yield, technically the lowest growth rate, but the lowest payout ratio.
Yeah, it's an interesting combination. It just makes you think that, maybe, it could double that payout ratio and double the yield for investors.
Double your pleasure with double mint gum. Now, T. Rowe Price has the best margin over their 5-year average. We'll throw it up here on the chart with what T. Rowe looks like, MDT looks like, and ABM.
Yeah.
But T. Rowe has by far between them and MDT the best margin over their 5-year yield averages.
Yeah, and interestingly, ABM is only 0.16% over that 5-year average. So they're pretty much in line. They're flat with where they've been from a dividend yield perspective, which I think is pretty interesting too.
All right, Bert, here's 3 stocks. You got your wish. You got your third stock that's not in the current dividend stock portfolio. 3 solid stocks to buy because they meet all the metrics here. But what's your take after looking at all 3 stocks?
Well, you kind of teased it. T Rowe, I like it at 108. It's very much in the buy zone right now to pick up a share or two. Same with Medtronic below 80. I do like Medtronic in that high 70s range. So it's checking that box there. ABM's interesting. I was kind of shocked with the PE ratio. Payout ratio looks great. I just kind of wish there was a little bit more to be desired on the dividend front. There is room for higher yield and higher growth, which it'd be nice, but you know what? The metrics are great. You said it too, Lanny. Parking, that's not going anywhere. They're also corporate janitorial services too. They have a huge division there serving massive corporations. Interesting thing to look out for is with issues related to corporate offices and companies moving away from their office space. How will that impact ABM? But doesn't really matter. Their payout ratio is still low. Their dividend's safe no matter what happens, even if there is earnings compression a little from that division.
Interesting. So
we'll see. What do you think, Lanny? What's your gut reaction?
I do like MDT, under 80. I do like that stock under 80. T. Rowe, I think you're going to see low dividend growth, low growth prospects, until you get on some sort of, really amazing bull run consistently in the market. Yeah, I mean, I think I think MDT, but let us know what you guys think. What stock do you like out of these 3 stocks that Bert has put together here that we have just analyzed? What stock do you like between T. Rowe, TROW, Medtronic, MDT, or ABM Industries? What stock is the best stock to buy right now?
If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And remember, if you're not with us, you're against us, Jack.
That was Bert, the Herd Man, and Lanny from the DD over and out.